All right. Welcome back. Welcome back to another show. Hope all is well. For those that's watching the rebroadcast, make sure you give us a thumbs up, like, and all that good stuff. That'll be greatly appreciated. There's a lot of talk right now with sports analyst Skip Bayless. Shannon Sharpe responded just a little bit. He responded with 3 words, but he had a little bit to say, but he really saying that he don't have nothing to do with this. But we're gonna listen to his response as well. Skip Bayless, this whole thing is crazy with him, but I'm not at all surprised if these allegations are true. I'm not surprised at all. Um, there's a lot going on in the entertainment industry, as we know, and it seems like everybody dirty laundry is coming out to play now. Like I said, these are allegations, but at the same time, you never know. You never know. Um, but Skip Bayless on the hot seat right now. Yes, he is. He is on the hot seat. And him and Shannon had history. They were working together for many years on First Take. And Shannon left. And after that, he has 2 successful podcasts now, Club Shay Shay and the other show with him and Chad Johnson. So he's very successful in his podcast, Shannon Sharpe. And Marcellus Wiley, former football player Marcellus Wiley, had some things to say as well. We're going to get into that. But just to give you kind of like a recap here, as far as Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless, who is he if you don't know? So I know people that's following sports, you know who Skip Bayless is, but this is for people that may not know who he is. He's a sports commentator. That's it. He's a sports commentator, and he has his own podcast now as well. He's facing a lawsuit filed by former Fox hairstylist Nushin Faraj. The lawsuit submitted January 5th, 2025, right after the new year. She got it in Los Angeles. It alleged that Bayless engaged in repeated unwanted advances towards her, including offering her a whopping $1.5 million for sexual favors. So let's stop right there real quick. All right. I'm going to continue with this. But again, guys, they're saying that he allegedly offered her $1.5 million, man. If this is true, he get the Thirsty of the Year award. He sure do. He gonna get if it comes out to be true, Skip, I'm gonna have to give it to you. I'm gonna have to give you the Thirsty Man of the Year award, man. But that's her right there. Um, she ain't no Jane Doe. She came right on out with it. Said this man, he gonna have to pay up, man. So let me get back to this. So what are the allegations? Unwanted physical contact. Farage claims that Bayless initiated lingering hugs after each haircut. He pressed his body against hers and kissed her cheeks, making her uncomfortable. Proposition for sexual favors in 2021 during a conversation with her health about her health concerns. Bayless allegedly offered her $1.5 million to have sex with him, but she declined. Inappropriate remarks. Bayless is accused of making comments about um, her personal life and religious background, including references to her being a Muslim and assumptions about her family life. Now, she claimed that in one encounter, he said, "Well, isn't your father Muslim? Don't he got multiple wives?" She said her father's passed away. That had to have been awkward if that was true. Additional allegations, hostile work environment. The lawsuit describes a workplace culture at Fox where executives and on-air personalities allegedly abuse workers without fear of repercussions. Now we're going to hear what Shannon Sharpe had to say in a second, but he said he's not named nowhere in this lawsuit. He's not actually. Nowhere, no how. Other individuals named. The lawsuit also mentions allegations against other Fox Sports personnel, including host Joy Taylor and executive vice president Charlie Dixon, accusing them of contributing to a hostile work environment. Fox spokesperson stated the following, that the company takes these allegations seriously, but declined to comment further due to pending litigation. As of now, the lawsuit is pending in Los Angeles Superior Court. Bayless and his representatives have not publicly responded to the allegations. The outcome of the case remains to be determined. So that's just a backstory on who Skip Bayless is and why he's being accused right now. I tell you what, man, I said this before. This all started with Weinstein and Bill Cosby. Once allegations were brought on them and they both had to face some time, even though Cosby got out of his, Weinstein is still currently behind bars trying to get out. After that, and I said before a long time ago, I said, this has opened Pandora's box and everybody business is going to be out in Front Street. Everybody business is coming out. It's coming out eventually, and it's too late because of all this stuff been going on for years. This is the time now to where people are not afraid to come out anymore. And if this happens in the future, you're going to see more people get outed because now we're in an environment now where people can be comfortable to come out now and not face repercussions, losing their job or things like that. Different retaliatory tactics. So that's what you're seeing right now. You're seeing a lot of things being brought to light. These, I'm not saying Skip, these are just allegations now. I'm just saying, but he had a lot to say about NBA players, football players. He had a lot to say about a lot of things. Now, if this is true, this is going to make him look bad. It ain't no way now, until he get this straight, until he get clear to this, it ain't no way he can sit there and make any snarky remarks about any more athletes ever again. This might ruin him ever again. Ever again. Now, there's a couple scenarios how this could end. Either this case can get thrown out, or this case could get settled before it go to trial, or it can go to trial. He can be found not liable, or he can be found liable, guilty. If he is found guilty, he is not going to be able to make any more snarky remarks ever again. Ever again. Now, I will give him the benefit of the doubt. These are allegations. These are allegations. However, if she come with receipts, he is finished. He is finished. He might as well just go ahead and retire. And that's pretty much it. Because this ain't going away. I guarantee you this case is not going away. It's not going away, man. He has a lot to say about a lot of people, but what's in your closet? See, the thing is, everybody closet is is open right now. So if you did anything in the past, you just might as well be quiet and wait your turn. It seemed like we see what happened with Diddy. Diddy back is so against the wall. I don't know how he's getting out of it. I don't know. I don't know how he's getting out of it. But it seemed like there's a lot of freak off going on. Ain't nothing wrong with freaking off, but I mean, if this is true, man, offer somebody $1.5 million for sex. How thirsty can you be? Man, I mean, what else is going to come out? Like, what else? Skip Bayless. Ain't he married? He sure is. Skip Bayless. Could you imagine this for a second? Imagine offering somebody $1.5 million and you still get turned down. Lord have mercy. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Boy, this is something else here, Skip. Shannon said, I ain't got nothing to do with this. He sure did. Shannon said he ain't got nothing to do with it, man. Shannon said, keep my name out of it. I don't have nothing to do with this right here. Because this right here is something. Hold on. He said, let's address the elephant in the room here. Let's say it. Let's see what Shannon got to say.
Address the elephant in the room. You're trending on Twitter. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Guys, the news of the day, absolutely, it doesn't. What y'all want me to say?
That ain't got nothing to do with us.
Yeah, that ain't got nothing to do with me. So there's nothing to address. I don't know why everybody if you notice, everybody's posted it. They got me. In the 42 pages, it don't mention nothing about Shannon Sharpe did anything. But y'all want to get clicks, so y'all mention me.
Right. Yep, ain't got nothing to do with us.
In the 42 pages, it don't mention nothing about Shannon Sharpe did anything. But y'all want to get clicks, so y'all mention me.
The reason why they mention you, Shannon, because you worked with him a long time. That's why they mention you, Shannon. Yeah, they mentioning you because you're not catching strays because you didn't do anything, it seemed like, because she didn't name you. But further on, he did say, y'all doing this for clicks. But later on in the show, Shannon appeared to have 3-word message for Mr. Bayless. He said, you gonna let me talk, Ocho? Shannon asked Chad Johnson before yelling, it's my turn. Now, what does he mean by that now? See, you saying people mentioning you for clicks, but you just said, it's my turn. I don't know what Shannon means by that. It's my turn. This gonna get crazy here. Skip has not responded. Again, I just want to preface this by saying these are just merely allegations. He has not been found guilty of this yet, as of yet. But if he is, that's it for him. That's it. I mean, he can still talk about sports, but he can't be too damn critical no more. He damn sure can. Because if I'm an athlete, I'm going to be like, well, wait a minute now, sir. Wait. At least I ain't offer nobody no 1.5 million. He said, ain't my fault. He said, but it's his turn though. What do you mean by it's his turn though? I don't know, Shannon. You got something to do with this? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if he got something to do with this. Marcellus Wiley also weighed in on this situation. Let me just say this. Let me just weigh in on this situation real quick. Let me just say this. Hey man, it's crazy. That's what I'm saying right there. It's these some hell of allegations, man. I mean, ain't no way in the world somebody got to be that thirsty. Ain't no way. She's attractive now. Don't get me wrong. She is. But I know he good for it, but damn, 1.5 million, Skip. I hope this ain't true, sir. I hope it's not. I mean, man. It's something about, let me just say this, man. What's up, cutie? It's something about the workplace stuff. I've seen it going in the workplace. People got workplace husbands, workplace wives, just workplace relationships and things. When you're around somebody a lot, you tend to, I've never been thirsty like that. I'm part of the 1% of men on the planet. I'm in the 1 percentile. I'm in the 1 percentile, man. I am not going to be offering nobody $1.5 million for a few seconds, man. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that. But it happens. It happens, man, in the workplace. But that will never happen again, though. I keep telling people that you're going to start to see more lawsuits come out. And this will never happen again. Because if it does, people can come out and sue. And then your business will be put out there. You can lose everything. There was a prominent, I'm not going to say his name, but it was a prominent pastor out here. He got caught. This was back when what do you call that site? What was that site that people used to go on? It was not Craigslist, Backpage. When Backpage was out, apparently he met somebody on Backpage, and it was a sting operation. Prominent pastor, married, children, everything, running a congregation of parishioners, and everybody saw him on the 5 o'clock news. He was part of a sting bus, and he propositioned undercover cop for services and passed the money over and everything. And he said he was just there to pray over people. Oh, you were there to pray, all right. You was there to P-R-E-Y, not P-R-A-Y. He definitely was. And he asked God for forgiveness. He said, God, please forgive me. Because I am of the flesh. Please forgive me. I am of the flesh. But let's just say this. I'll make a long story short. He's no longer the pastor of that church. He had to step down because he got convicted of it. He tried to fight it in court. Do you believe that? He actually tried to fight it and say that he was just there to get new members. And he said, you have to go to where criminality take place to save souls. No, he wasn't saving those souls because it was all on video. Okay. He knew it was too good to be true because she was foxy as I don't know what. That's an old school word. And all she wanted was $65. And he had to know. And then he was trying to, on top of it, he was using the congregation money. Yes, he did. He used the congregation debit card, the church debit card, to withdraw $65 for a few minutes of pleasure. But he said he was just there to pray for her. P-R-E-Y, though. Pray. He was praying. And he got caught with his pants down. It was almost like one of those Catch a Predator episodes. They came in there with him, the camera rolling. Only thing he had on was some boxers and some socks. They arrested him in boxers and socks. How embarrassing is that? Okay, he got a whole wife. I don't think they married anymore. Had a whole wife. He lost everything. House went up for foreclosure, everything. And he has a wife at home. You would think you don't need to go out. What do you need to go pay $60 when you got a wife at home? Okay. But no, he wanted to get on Backpage and pray for people. Okay. He wanted, just like I told you before, I seen Deacon Johnson in the strip club. Yes, he was. He was in the strip club and he saw me. I wasn't going to say anything. I just gave him a head nod. I wasn't going to put his business out there, but he came over to me anyway because he got caught out there. Deacon Johnson, and his wife was a deaconess. That's right, Deacon Betty Johnson. But he also said that, I didn't tell on him though. So I don't think she ever found out because I didn't tell on him. So his secret was safe with me, unless she's watching right now. If she's watching right now, now she know. But could you just listen to me for a minute? Hey, baby, listen, I really want to be with you. I gotta have you. But I'm married, Skip. I'm married. I gotta have you though. I had one point. Listen, because she allegedly made advances before she said no. Okay, listen. I got $1.5 million for you. Okay. What do you think he a billionaire? Let me see how much Skip Bayless net worth is. Let's see. Skip Bayless. Okay. Well, they saying estimated roughly. This is just a rough estimate, 17 million. So I guess he was good for it. You know, he just wanted to have her. I guess if that's the case, if this is true. Now I said to ladies that's listening, would you had took him up on it? Would you have taken him up on it? Would you have taken any ladies in here would have taken Skip Bayless? And Skip Bayless, look at him. Ain't he a catch to you ladies? Look at him. Look at that fine hunk right there of a man. Look at that fine hunk of a man. Remember that they say that word back, a hunk. What a hunk. What a hunk. Well, come on, ladies. Come on. Somebody be honest. Somebody be honest right now. Who would have took that $1.5 million from Skip? Huh? Who would have took that 1.5 million? How would he have paid her though? How can you justify handing somebody over $1.5 million? Would you say it was for what kind of services rendered? How can he put this on his taxes? Consultant fee, maybe? Man, that would have got him investigated or something. The IRS. He would have to say like a private consultation fee or something, or like that was BS from the beginning. I don't think he was going to do that. Thank you, B Lady, for the new membership. I appreciate you. Now, going once, going twice. Who think this man is a hunk, man? Come on, ladies, be honest. Skip Bayless be trying to catch. He had him a nice neck piece. Hold on, let me let you see these pictures. Hold on. Skip Bayless ain't playing around out here, man. He really trying to catch out here. Okay? Skip trying to catch out here, man. I don't know why Shannon said it was his turn, though. I don't know what that means. Look at this, ladies. Hold on. Hold on. Let's look. Look for me. Let me hook you up, ladies, because he trying to catch. Look at that photo right there. Look at him. Skip trying to catch, man. Skip trying to catch. Okay? Ladies, he trying to catch now. If this is true, maybe him and his wife got an understanding. Look, ladies, he's in the gym. He in the gym for you. What y'all trying to do, man? Look at the J's on his feet, man. Look at the J's, man. I'm telling you, he trying to catch. He think he's something right there. I'm telling you. Shout out to Skip, man. I hope it ain't true, Skip, because I'm gonna come back and roast you if it is. If it is, I'm gonna come back and roast him. Come on, man. Look at that neck piece. Ladies, look. Look at that neck piece. I told you trying to catch. He might be in this midlife crisis, man. He's trying to catch, man. He got him a nice neck piece. You know what I'm saying? With that moissanite. You know what I'm saying? He got some moissanite on. Okay. Now, let me just say this real quick about this moissanite. 9 times out of 10, if you got a big chain on with nothing but diamonds, it's moissanite. The only person in my lifetime that had true diamonds on that was worth millions of dollars. Like, look at this neck piece right here. For that to all to be iced out with like bona fide diamonds, it'll be millions of dollars. Mike Tyson had one. And the other one was Liberace. That's the only other two I know, yo. Nobody else is crazy enough to wear that unless you rent it. A lot of people rent it for the awards and stuff, you know, like the Oscars and stuff. You rent that stuff. Nobody's crazy. Only time you buy it unless you're trying to like hold value on your money. You know, sometimes you'll buy it, but it's not really to wear out. It's just to have in your collection for your money. Have to invest your money in. Ain't nobody wearing like icy diamonds. It's moissanite. I'm just telling you that. I worked behind a microscope for 20 plus years. I know what moissanite is. Trust me. I know what moissanite is. It's moissanite now. I'm telling you. I'm a mineralogist. I told you I work. You see that microscope right there, right? I'm a mineralogist by trade / environmentalist. I know what moissanite is now. I'm not playing with you. You see that microscope? Yes, moissanite. And that's the best kept secret. A lot of people don't know that. And I'm sorry for a lot of these jewelers out here. Let me tell you where you get the real jewels from. Everybody in the tri-state know. You go to the small hats. Everybody know that. You go to the small hats. You don't go in the jewelry store either. You go buy them on the street. They come to your house. Them real diamonds, they look blue. Go look at Liberace when he's on stage. Look at how his diamonds look. They look blue. It's a different type of look. You gotta look at it under a microscope, and I can show you the difference between moissanite and diamonds. I can show you. But moissanite is good stuff though, because it shows up like on a diamond tester. Like my stuff ain't moissanite, Max. Look at it, it's showing up on a diamond tester. Yes, it will show up on a diamond tester. There's nothing wrong with moissanite. But big chains, icy like that, will cost at least $8 to $10 million. At least. I don't know what the price of a diamond is now. It goes up and down. But trust me, I know. And even with diamonds, there's different grades to diamonds. Yeah, it's different grade. You usually invest in it. If you buy a nice piece, you invest in it, but you don't wear it unless you get it insured. But yeah, man, that's the deal. So I'm just saying that look at Skip Chain right there, man. Ladies, he trying to catch, man. I'm trying to tell you this. Yeah, Korea, small Korean dealers too, yes. But the small hats, they have the best price for you. Everybody knows this. Everybody know. Yes, indeed, man. But Skip is trying to catch. Yeah, Mayweather, yeah, it's real. It's real because I'm not tripping. It is real because he invests in it. But you see all them bodyguards he had, right? Yeah. It's some people do have real ones there. Don't get me wrong. They do. But not everybody. I would say 97% of people is not real. 97%. So Skip is trying to catch, man. So ladies, I said to you, you know what I'm saying? He keep himself up in the gym. You know what I'm saying? He trying to catch, man. He out here mingling and trying to make a run and get it done, man. He down like 4 flat tires on a Cadillac. I'm just telling you, that man got style. I'm just telling you, man. Skip is hanging out with Lil Wayne and all that. Lil Weezy. Please say the baby. Yes, indeed. He's a straight up hunk, ladies. He's a hunk. Straight. Remember that's an old 80s term. Whoa, what a hunk. He's a hunk, man. You can't tell him he's not a hunk. You can't tell him this, man. Yes, indeed, man. Listen, what a man to do. He got worth $17 million. Can he get laid? Damn, $17 million. Please let me get laid. Please. But not like that. If this is true, you can't do it like that. You can't say, baby, let me give you 1.5 million. First of all, if this happened, what he don't realize is that's demeaning. Because what you're saying is you're buying me. That's demeaning. You're supposed to use your mouthpiece. He ain't got a good mouthpiece. Apparently. A lot of them don't. A lot of these millionaires and stuff, they don't have good mouthpieces. They don't. Because money can't really make somebody like you. Money can't make somebody like you. It's your personality. The name of the game is you're supposed to go after people that like you equally. Okay? Yes, indeed. Not unrequited love. You understand? So, yes, Skip Bayless. Oh, Lord. A little bit of him go a long way with me, Mr. Skip Bayless. Yeah, he trying to rent that thing. You see what I'm saying? Felon Tavius, he trying to rent it. That's demeaning. You said what lawsuit, man? You might want to rewind this. I just explained it. Yeah, he's a lawsuit was brought up against him. A lawsuit in California, Superior Court. So we'll see where this goes. I'm gonna follow this one. This one I'm gonna follow here. But like I said, man, everybody is getting put on Front Street now. This is the era of revelation. Yes, indeed. If you got skeletons in your closet, you better be quiet. Okay? Be quiet. You said he's the Temu version of Vince McMahon. Man, everybody got stuff falling out their closet right now. There's lawsuits back when Alfred Hitchcock was popping, man. People coming out with lawsuits back when Alfred Hitchcock was popping, man. You know how long ago that was? I don't even know how long. Alfred Hitchcock, man. People coming out the woodwork. That's how it worked. Because everybody says, fuck it, I'm coming out now. They don't heard about what Cassie don't settle for. I'm not trolling. It's a lawsuit. He got a lawsuit against him. I'm not trolling. He do have a lawsuit against him. Go check. I'm not saying it's true, but yes, he has a lawsuit against him. He allegedly offered somebody $1.5 million to get down. I'm not trolling. That really, yeah, back when you said Fatty Arbuckle. Yeah, back then when he was popping. I don't know how much Cassie settled for. It's allegedly $30 million, but it's undisclosed amount of money. Okay. Okay. So he is on the hot seat now, and I'm not trolling. He really do have a lawsuit going on. I'm telling you, he do. And a little bit of him go a long way with me. That's why I'm addressing it. That's right. Who next? I hope Jason Whitlock is next. I hope he is. Because if he is, I'm gonna spend 2 hours on him. I'm gonna straight roast him. If something come out on him, just best believe, man. Set your notifications right now. Hit that notification button, because I'm gonna sit up here and cook. I'm gonna sit up here and roast like you ain't never seen. I'm gonna give him a roasting like you ain't never seen. I'm giving Skip the benefit of the doubt. Like I said, because allegations are allegations. Okay. Allegations are allegations. But $1.5 million, that's a lot of money for just one. What was it for just one night, Skip? If that's the case. Ladies, would y'all have taken that money? Ain't nobody gotta know. Ain't nobody gotta know, man. Now, my old lady been like, Max, you will not believe what happened to me today. I'm like, what happened, baby? Skip Bayless offered me $1.5 million. He offered you what? He offered me $1.5 million to sleep with him. What did you say? What did you say? What did you say? What did you say now? What did you say? Let me stop, man. Prince Michael said in a heartbeat. Okay, Prince Michael, you would do it in a heartbeat, huh? Okay. Yes, it's snowing. It's snowing again, man. I'm snowed in, man. I don't do ice. I don't do ice, man. I sit up here and bump my gums though. And I still have power. As long as I still have power, I'm gonna sit up here and roast. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. You said Any white websites you recommend to buy diamonds or jewelry? Go to New York. Go to New York, and actually, you can go to Brooklyn. You go to Brooklyn, man. It's a spot in Brooklyn. I would have to give you that offline. It's a spot in Brooklyn. You got to come with some serious cash, though. Go look at what the price of diamonds are going for right now in the market. Go look. Check the market first. And then once you check the market, then whatever you got, you can go get them. You can get them loose, too. You can get loose diamonds. You can buy them loose, man. They'll come right to you. Straight up. You say years ago, you used to go to pawn places to buy jewelry. Yeah. Yeah, I got a story about that. But yeah, it's I don't know if I could tell it. But yeah, man, Shannon said it's his turn. What Shannon mean by that? It's his turn. Okay. You said, why is Shannon name up on here? Mike Lover. Mike Lover. Mike Lover. If you ain't related to Ed Lover, then I don't know what to tell you. Mr. Mike Lover. Okay. I just explained why Shannon Sharpe name is up. So I have his name up here. What is it to you? Mike Lover. Yes, I do have his name in the title. So what is it to you? What is it to you, Mr. Mike Lover? I hope you're related to Ed. If you're not related to Ed, I don't like your name, Mr. Mike Lover. Why is his name up in here? Because I want his name up in there. How about that? I didn't say Shannon did nothing. I said Shannon Sharpe had a 3-word message, and I just explained what the message was. Why is his name up here? Don't question me. And don't say nothing else. Don't write nothing else up in here. Excuse me. Don't write nothing else. Don't write nothing else now, because I'll spend 5 minutes on you. Don't write nothing else up in here. Talking about why is his name. I just explained why his name up. Go rewind it. How about that, Mr. Mike Lover? Mike Lover. What's up, Ryan? Allegedly, Ryan. Ryan, allegedly. Ryan said he's an old perp. Allegedly now. Allegedly. Now, he ain't going to type no more, Carlton. Britton. He not going to type no more. He know what time it is. He not going to type no more now. He not going to type no more. He said, why I got his name in the title? You need to rewind. That's what you need to do. And go back up in the bushes, please. So yeah, like I said, this is the day and age now where Pandora's box has been opened. And now listen, I'll never forget the day when they said Bill Cosby got to go on trial. I said, oh Lord. Oh Lord. America's dad was on trial. And then when they came back and said guilty on all charges, oh, that was a bad day. They took that man Kane away. They took his jacket off. His pants was hiked up to his chest. Lord, it was a mess. It was a mess. They locked up America's dad. Locked him up. But he got out, though. He got out. Because they wasn't supposed to use the deposition against him. That was the original agreement. That's why he got out. He got out on technicality. He got out on technicality. So, but they opened up Pandora's box because they went after Weinstein and Bill. They're going after everybody else. You see what I'm saying? Russell's sitting up there in Bali right now, chilling. He in Indonesia, man. They don't have extradition treaties with the United States. I don't know why. That's why he picked Bali. I don't know. But Pandora's box is now open and we're going down a rabbit hole. Everybody is getting put on Front Street. Everybody. Okay. If they put the former president on Front Street, everybody else, nobody's exempt. Nobody. So Shannon Sharpe said in that whole lawsuit, his name was not mentioned. His name was not mentioned, man, because he's a straight up dude. That's why. Shannon straight up, yo. Straight up. But now he says his turn. So we're going to see what that means later on. Now, where do I see this case going? I don't know. I gave the possible scenarios on it, and we'll see what happens. I'll follow it, though. But what else is going on in the sports world? I had to change up, man. I had to change the subject matter a little bit. It's been dark here lately, man. Been covering a lot of Diddy stuff and everything else, and it's just been crazy, man. One thing after another. We started the new year off with an incident. It's crazy. I can't keep up with all these cases. I can't keep up with it all, man. But I'm gonna try to. Soon as the new year hit, I knew somebody else was gonna get named when the new year hit, and here we are. Skip Bayless. Skip. He hasn't said anything yet, but he almost have to respond. We live in a day and age now with social media. Back in the day, no response is better. It's better not to respond. Let your lawyers deal with it. Now it's almost like you have to respond. You have to. Because people gonna keep talking. They'll keep dragging you like this. I don't think this is gonna be too much more in the news like how Diddy is, though. This will go away quietly. Even though I'll follow it, but it'll go away quietly, I think. I heard Nicki Minaj, the cops want to issue an arrest warrant for her. Things is crazy right now, man. Nobody's safe. Ron, you said you think Shador Sanders have a chance with the Jets, Max, because I think Rodgers is gone. The Jets ain't going to be the Jets is not going to be available when he's there. They pick later on in the draft. He's not going to be available. I mean, if the season had ended today, they definitely wouldn't get him. He's not going to be available. And speaking of Shador, he's not going to the draft. He's going to be in Boulder. They're going to have something special in Boulder. I heard Travis not going to the draft either. They're going to be celebrating the draft locally. That's not out of the that's not a lot of players do that. A lot of players don't go to the draft. There was a few players last year that were picked in the first round, early in the first round. They were at home. And whatnot, but they're going to be, from my understanding, they're going to be in Boulder for the draft. So that's cool. I can't wait to see that. You said Travis Hunter is on Sports Illustrated as a break star of 2024. He definitely is. He should be on Sports Illustrated. He won the Heisman. Skip ain't going to retire. He got a podcast rolling. You said they fired the Patriot coach right after the game. It's a lot going on. But shout out to Travis. It looked like the way it's turning out now, he might be the overall number one pick in the draft. He's a generational talent, so he'll probably go number one. You said, is he being drafted as a DB or wide receiver? I would say both. I would say DB/wide receiver. And yeah, the Bengals fired their defensive coordinator. So you know what that means. That means another Colorado coach is leaving. He's leaving. He's going back to the Bengals. I guarantee you. If he don't go back to the Bengals, he probably going back to the Bengals if they haven't talked to him already. He would, in my mind, he would be the likely pick for the defensive coordinator spot because he's been with the Bengals forever. And he left 1 year to go to Colorado. I could see him going to the Bengals for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if he get it, if they hadn't reached out to him already. Yeah, Livingston. He probably going to I wouldn't be surprised if you guys tell me he's with the Bengals. If I'm pretty sure he's probably a short list candidate. I haven't even read I'm just finding this out now that y'all telling me. I didn't know they fired their coach. I didn't know, but that means Livingston is about to get an upgrade. He's about to go back to the NFL. And if he do, he got a good relationship with some of the defensive players in Colorado. I could see some of them going to the Bengals now. You said for $1.5 million a year, Livingston might take it. Now I could see some of the Colorado players going to Cincinnati. You see how things work out in life? And he had a really good relationship with Silman Craig and Shiloh. So I could see him putting in a good word for them to get in the NFL. That's their shot in the NFL now. They're going to definitely get a shot now. Definitely, for sure. That's guaranteed now. I didn't even know. So you saying the Bengals fired their defensive coordinator, you say? I'm always the last to find out everything, and I'm supposed to be talking sports. But, I kind of do, just to let you know, this is like my hobby. I get on when I can. And then, so if the Bengals fired their defensive coordinator, Livingston is leaving. He's leaving Colorado. He's going back to the NFL for sure. He got to be the guy because he's been there forever. He's been there forever, yo. And one thing about Livingston, he come from out here. He went to the College of William and Mary. And name the other future Hall of Fame coach that came out of William and Mary. That's Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin played there. Him and Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin came out of the College of William and Mary. I already just said what the 3 words were. You have to rewind back. I'm not going to repeat it. You got to rewind back. You got to rewind back to the show. I've already repeated. Well, actually, I'll tell you. It's my turn. That's what he said. PhD Music 03. It said it's my turn. And I'm asking you, what does he mean by that? It's his turn. But yeah, as far as Livingston, I didn't realize that the Bengals fired their defensive coordinator. So I would not be surprised if they announce him as a new DC in Cincinnati, which means that on draft day, look for either Silman Craig or Shiloh to get drafted. Look for it. I would say by the 4th or 5th round, look for them to get drafted to Cincinnati. Remember I said it. Remember I said that. Silman Craig or Shiloh. They're going to Cincinnati. Probably Shiloh. You're going to Cincinnati. Shiloh, pack your bags. You're going to Cincinnati, baby. You're going to Cincinnati. Because you already know what Shiloh can do. He's a bona fide safety, man. I keep telling people that. He's a bona fide safety. He could have went last year. He didn't. He came back because, he helping the family out. But he could have went to the NFL last year. I've been watching him since he was a Gamecock in South Carolina. He's a very solid player. Just say he has some injuries. Yeah, Belichick is going to North Carolina, him and his son. So they're going to turn North Carolina all the way around. Even though North Carolina was pretty good when they had Drake May there. Drake May is with New England now, quarterback. But I don't know how long Bill will stay in college. I'm surprised he's not in the NFL still. I don't know why. That's like a step down for him. Yeah, that's like a step down, man. I'm sorry to say it. That's kind of a step down, but he don't care. I don't think he care about all that. But it's almost like he will be back. I don't know. I just don't see him in college coaching like that. I don't see why. He's a Hall of Fame coach. He's a future Hall of Famer. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he just him and his son are taking over at North Carolina. So I'm thinking if he was to leave, his son will take over as the coach at North Carolina. But I don't think, maybe he don't want no parts of the NFL anymore. So it's all good. You said that hit Shiloh had on Ollie Gordon against Oklahoma State was insane. And Ollie Gordon is a top running back. Yeah, Shiloh will be in the league, man. If Livingston get that job, I can see Shiloh going to Cincinnati now. He'll be a Bengal. Well, like there's so if he do go to Cincinnati, the next DQ will probably be coming from the NFL as well. I mean, there's a lot of people out there looking, so he wouldn't have no problems getting another DQ. I'm not saying he going to Cincinnati, but I'm just saying he should be the likely candidate since that Cincinnati job is open now. They should give it to Livingston. He already proven himself. He's proven that he can be a DQ, a DC. He's proven it. So. But Bill gonna turn North Carolina into a powerhouse for sure. You said the Pats did Mayo dirty, but yeah, it's gonna be into a lot of interesting things. I know Coach Prime is not going to the NFL, but so we got him in Colorado, got Belichick. Yeah, that's gonna be good, man. You got 2 high-profile coaches in college. You said George Hilo would probably be the next DC for CU. He's in the building now, right? So you have him. It's almost like the next person up. You said Prime going to the Raiders. Nah, he didn't say that. I've heard a story, but you got to understand why. Yeah, Gerard Mayo. You got to understand why those stories be coming out though. Trying to sabotage his recruiting. I mean, everybody know that. Where do I think Shador will end up? I don't know. I like what he said, though. He said, wherever God wants me to be, that's where I'm going to be. So we're going to have to wait and see. It's going to be a surprise. Wait till draft night. You know, it's going to definitely be a surprise. I'm not sure if he's going to be working out in the combines. I don't think he is. Pro day, of course. He'll be throwing in pro day. I don't think he's going to run, though. He might. Really, all he need to do is just throw, really. Then people like Cam Newton says something like, you know, people are judging him from his bowl game performance. But I have to say this. If you want to judge him by just that bowl game performance and say that he's not a first-round quarterback, well, that means you negated his entire resume. You negated it. You negated his entire resume. When he was in the HBCU, he won the equivalent to the Heisman Trophy and the HBCUs. And if you look at his stats from year 1 as a freshman till year 4 as a senior, his numbers were on the incline. It went up. That means he wait till he hit his prime. He's about 5 years away from hitting his prime. He hasn't hit his prime yet. He's still growing. So you got to give him 5 years. When in year 5 will be in the NFL when he's 25. When he reaches 25, 26, he'll be in the NFL already. Now you're going to see a different type of quarterback. He's still growing into the position, believe it or not. He still is. And he has a huge upside to him because he's on the incline. He never went down. Cam Newton, he has a podcast. So he was saying, you know, that last bowl game, it wasn't a good showing, but a lot of people are saying that. But the thing is, he is going to be drafted in the first round. He's a first round quarterback. See, he's the type of quarterback where you can't pass up on because you're going to look stupid later. So to save people jobs, they got to draft him, because if they don't, and he turns out to be a superstar, somebody got to get fired, because you can't pass up on that. You said Max Cam's bowl game was a disaster. He won a national title, man. He did. He won a national title. Cam won a national title. Cam won the Heisman Trophy. Nah, it wasn't a disaster. Now, if I can remember, he won a national title. He was the consensus player of the year. He was an All-American. He took home all the hardware. No, Cam was the man. Cam Newton, you know, Cam was the man. He was. And it was hard to tackle him because he was a big quarterback. It was hard. It would hurt to tackle him. Yeah, he was the man. But his thing was he spent too much time in Carolina. After his 3-year contract, he should have went to the Giants or somebody. He should have went somewhere else. He stayed loyal to the Panthers. That's what messed him up. He needed to go to a contender. But Cam could talk, though. He was a bona fide quarterback, though. He was a bona fide quarterback in the college. I'm talking about college. College, he was the man. What happened with him in college, he started off at the University of Florida. He was backing up, what's his name? What's his name? Tim Tebow. He was backing up Tebow, then he got in trouble, and then he had to step down a notch in college. And then the next year after that, he went to Auburn. And then when he went to Auburn, that's where he won the Heisman Trophy and a national title. But he was on a shit team, though. But they did have a superstar wide receiver, though. They had a Hall of Fame wide receiver, you know what I'm saying, on Carolina, but they needed a little bit more, though. So they had Steve Smith. Now, Steve Smith was the man. Steve Smith was the man. That's all I could tell you. He was a dog. But they had him and Steve Smith. That was a good connection for a minute, him and Steve Smith. But it didn't work out. Yeah, he went to the Super Bowl. But he did put that team on his back. Cam could talk. If anybody could talk, it's him. He did put the team on his back, but they needed more than him, though. But he tried to will it. You know, he tried to get him to the fight, you know, to the win, but it didn't happen. They needed a little bit more on that team than him and Steve Smith. But I still would say to him is you got to look at Shador's entire resume. His stats did not go down; it went up. The only thing was he did get sacked a record number of times, but if he had an Alabama offensive line, they would damn near be competing for the national title right now. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. If you put Cam on that Georgia team, they would be competing for the national title. I mean, excuse me, if you put Shador on the Georgia team, they will be competing for a national title. If you put him on any contender, they will be competing for a national title. He has the stuff, but he had to run for his life them 2 years when he was at Colorado. He did. And here's another thing to him. He's more mobile than people think he is. He's very mobile. He can get that. If you give him time, he will burn you. He will run it. If he has daylight, he will run it. In the NFL, of course, he'll slide more. You know what I'm saying? And he'll burn you that way. And he can hit the home run and make that pass. He can. So he'll benefit in the NFL with a legitimate offensive line. He's going to benefit. But he's one of those quarterbacks that you cannot pass up on. Now, a lot of the things they were saying about Shador, they were saying about Tom Brady as well, but they really attacked Tom Brady in the combines. They really attacked him. And he made everybody eat crow. He most certainly did. You cannot measure somebody's heart and what's in their mind. You can't measure that. That's not something you can quantify. But I see it in them, though. I see a winner. So whoever gets Shador, they getting a winner. They just got to build around them and make sure that offensive line is legit. He ready to go. He's ready to go. I also like Cam Ward too. For me, those are top two quarterbacks in the draft. Shador and Cam. That's it. Yeah, he won the Natty in JUCO as well. He won a national title. Cam Newton. When he stepped out of Florida, he had to leave Florida. He went JUCO and won a national title. And then he went to Auburn and won a national title. So the man was a winner. But it's just that I wish him and Steve Smith could have left Carolina, man. To be honest with you, they should have went to somewhere else. But they both stayed loyal, you know, so it happens. But it's hard to win in football if you think about it. I think one of the hardest positions is a quarterback position. It's very hard to play, and it's very hard to win. And I give them credit for people out there playing quarterback because it's hard to do. Very hard thing to do is play quarterback, especially in the NFL, because that window closes very fast, and you got to make a split-the-second decision. Yeah, that's why they get paid so much. It's a very hard position to play. That's what Cam Newton was saying. He said some people are game managers, and then some people are like straight up difference makers. Let me see. As far as quarterbacks concerned, the gold standard for me is Joe Montana. He's the gold standard. If anybody had a chance to ever see Joe Montana play, I've seen him play live. It was something to see. This man had vision across the field. If you were open, he was going to throw it to you. It was amazing to watch it. That pocket could be closing down, and he sees somebody open he just throw it to him, throw a dart to him. It was something to see, Joe Montana. That was my childhood, man, but it was something to see. If you got a chance to see it, you're blessed. If you've got a chance to see him play. If you like football, man, he was he's the gold standard to me. Him and Tom Brady and who else? You got Tom Brady. You have Joe Montana. It's a lot of great ones. Believe it or not, Warren Moon. Warren Moon was good, yo. He was, if you remember him. He was good. Dan Marino had a quick release. He had one of the quickest releases in the business, him and Brett Favre. I would have to go lean on with Dan Marino. You know what I'm saying? As far as that quick release. As far as like a showman, like the greatest show on turf, that was Michael Vick. I call him the greatest show on turf. You said, Max, they said the Jets may take Wester third or fourth round. Oh, we need him for sure. We do need him. We do need him. And I hope he have a hell of a pro day. I can't wait to see Jimmy Horn in the combines because he getting ready to kill it. He getting ready to run that 4.3. You gonna see it. He gonna run a 4.3, 4.3 something. That's gonna get him in the NFL. Definitely is gonna give him a shot. Shoot, Warren Moon was the man. Warren Moon. There was a lot of quarterbacks. Warren Moon, Randall Cunningham. Come on, man. If I got some Philly fans, you remember Randall Cunningham. Oh man. You said Nikki Thomas said 1.5 million to get Freaky. Wow, would you do it? I was asking people, would you somebody take Skip up on it? That's 1.5 mil. But how would he pay you though? Like, how would he justify it? 1.5 mil. Oh man, you talking about the 72 Dolphins. They were undefeated. And they lost Bob Greasy. Bob Greasy had got hurt that year. They ain't even had their star quarterback in. They still went undefeated. Yeah, the 72 Dolphins with Larry Zonka. I don't remember that. I wasn't born yet, but Mercury Morris, Larry Zonka, what's his name was the coach? What's his name? What's the Hall of Fame coach name? Don Shula. They had Don. Was it Don Shula? Yeah, Don Shula. How about the Iron Curtain, the Pittsburgh Steelers? Oh my God. Yes, the Iron Curtain. How about the Purple People Eaters? You know what I'm saying? The no-name defense. The no-name defense was the 72 Dolphins, right? They were considered the no-name defense, I believe. If I remember, they were the no-name defense. I used to watch those NFL, what do you call it, with Steve Sable. The history of the NFL with Steve Sable. I used to I knew about the no-name defense. Oh, the Tampa 2 defense. That's back when was that back when Warren Sapp was playing? Max, do you think Jimmy Horn is a pro wide receiving starter? He's going to get better. He's going to get better in the NFL. He's definitely going to get better. He's going to surprise some people because he wants it. You can see the drop. Now that hit he took in the bowl game, he took a pop. That's why he didn't catch. He got popped, and you have to get a defense credit on that one. People say, well, he should have caught it, but shit, man, you getting popped in the back. Warren Moon was forced to play in Canada, but shit, he went on to the Oilers though. What they call the Oilers now, the Texans, but before it was the Oilers. Shit, he was a legend with the Oilers. He had a good run. It's a lot of good defenses we name, the no-name defense, the Steel Curtain, the Legion of Boom. Remember the Legion of Boom? They had their run too. But them 70s defenses, man, that was illegal what they were doing. Man, they were having helmet-to-helmet hits, man. Nobody called it. Yeah, Moon was a bad man. He sure was. And Randall Cunningham. Yes, sir. Randall Cunningham. I wasn't even an Eagles fan I represented for him. He was a hell of a player. He had a good run, Randall Cunningham. Oh, the Oilers are the Titans. Okay. Well, yeah, he was Warren Moon with the Oilers. You said Skip looked like he feeling himself with that chain, right? Yeah, he is feeling himself. Oh, Sam Bam Cunningham. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was his brother. One of the best offensive line combos was with this was with the Raiders when Art Shell was there. They had a hell of an offensive line. I think 4 of them is in the Hall of Fame. That old Raiders team with Art Shell. I think Art Shell was the right tackle, I believe. Right or left tackle. I think he was the right tackle. That was a hell of a team there too. Them dudes was killers, man. For real. They were killers. Who y'all got winning the national title this year? You said Skip allegedly wanted some of Joy Taylor too. Yeah, I heard of Lester Hayes. And he wanted some of Joy Taylor too. Skip wasn't playing around, man. Skip was like, man. You said Steve McNair. Antonio, you talking about Steve McNair. You talking about Eric McNair. Man, he was the man. Alcorn State. I never forget that game, man. The Music City Miracle. Never if it was a perfect lateral. Music City Miracle, man. Rest in peace to Steve McNair. That was a hell of a game. Remember the Ice Bowl or the Fog Bowl? I don't know if I remember seeing the Fog Bowl. You said Notre Dame winning the Natty. They looking good though. Their coach, the coach of Notre Dame, he was their All-American linebacker back in the day. He went to the NFL, but he had to retire because he had an enlarged heart. He had a heart condition. That's why he's not in the NFL. But he was a hell of a player though. But he coaching Notre Dame now. He had a Fog Bowl. They had an Ice Bowl too. It was like all that snow out there. But the Fog Bowl, that was on national TV. It was on a Sunday. It wasn't I thought it was Monday Night Football. No, it was on a Sunday. And yeah, they called it the Fog Bowl. You couldn't even see. I don't know. They couldn't. They had to throw short passes because you couldn't even see, like or whatever. It was crazy. Yeah, Notre Dame is looking good, man. Their trenches is off the hook, yo. That they call them offensive line university. Their offensive line is all that. You said Steve McNair was another one. Yeah, they couldn't see a thing in the Fog Bowl. They had to do short passes and rely on the run. That was a crazy game. It was on national TV too. But man, if you remember that Music City Miracle game, that was crazy. Music City Miracle. It was a miracle too. He a perfect lateral. And I remember they had to go to the replay to make sure that he didn't pass the line. It was straight across the line, straight. He said it's always leader too. You talking about Steve McNair? Yeah, it was a murder-suicide. That's what happened. Yeah, man. That Notre Dame, they looking good though, man. For real, they are. So we'll see. We'll see what they do, but they looking like they want to win it all this year. You said I must have made a drink. Nah, man, I'm not. I don't drink. I don't drink like that. Not no more. You talking about for my cold? Nah, I didn't get a chance to do it. I'm letting it ride out. I'm letting it correct itself on its own. It's just a seasonal situation, but it messed my eyes up though. That's the only problem. My prognosis is I'm out 1.5 weeks, man. That's my prognosis. Nah, I don't do the alcohol really, man. I don't do that. I don't do hard liquor or anything like that. Unless I'm gonna put it in tea to try to fight the cold and whatnot. But you said no, the woman killed him, bro. Check it out. Yeah, it was a murder-suicide. That's what I just said. You said no, the woman killed him, bro. Yeah, it was a murder-suicide. She killed him and killed herself. That's what I was saying. It's a murder-suicide. That's how Steve McNair passed away. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, she killed him first and then turned the gun on herself. That was a crazy situation. Yeah, that was a crazy situation, man, when that happened. Another crazy situation would happen with Sean Taylor. Now, I'm going to tell you something. If Sean Taylor had still lived, he would have been a Hall of Famer. He was with back then they called the Washington Redskins. He was the man. Came out of the University of Miami. Sean Taylor was a ultimate line. He was the dude, man, I must say. He was cracking people out there. Sean Taylor was he's like the ultimate dog, man. And he passed away from a home break-in. Yeah, it was you said a side chick. Yeah, that was crazy, man. They showed them on vacation together and everything. Yeah, I remember Chris Henry, yeah. No, he wasn't killed by his baby mother. What happened was he jumped on truck. Well, technically he was because she was driving. So technically he was. He jumped on the truck and he fell off the truck and passed away. So yeah, technically she kind of did. That was a crazy situation too. He was with it wide. He was playing with Chad Johnson at the time with the Bengals. Ocho Cinco. And TJ Hushmanzada. Remember him? That was a good little squad for a minute. Yeah, that was a sad case. You said Chris Henry's son, he coming up soon. I'm not sure if it's true or not. I heard that Pac-Man was taking care of the kids. I'm not sure. I heard that somewhere. But yeah, that was a sad story. I remember that. Yeah, I did follow the Lorenzen Wright case. Yeah, that was crazy too. His ex-wife put a hit out on him. Yeah, she put a hit out on him, and the guy told on her. So yeah, that was sad. Thank you, Sonia. Yeah, Lorenzen Wright, man, I never forget that one. That was a crazy case. All for insurance money. How Taylor died? It was a home break-in Miami. They broke into his home and they shot him in the leg, but they hit a major artery. He bled out. And they got caught too. The perpetrators got caught. Yeah, man, he got that was sad too. Because Sean Taylor, man, he was headed for the Hall of Fame. He definitely was. Man, Sean Taylor, man, he was the man in University of Miami too. I never forget it, man. You can see it on YouTube. Sean Taylor hit on PK Sam. He hit him while he was jumping up for the ball and spun him. He did a 360. It was crazy. He hit him that hard. Yeah, Jacoby Jones. I heard about that one. That was crazy too. Anyway, guys, I'll be back. I'm going to get off here real quick. I'm going to go out here and try to dig my way out of this snow. Actually, it's kind of melting now. It's like ice out right now. I'm going to go out there and try to see what's going on. But I'll catch you guys a little later. You said how many Hall of Famers on Miami squad? And it's a lot of them. Warren Sapp. Gino, no, not Gino Torre. He won a Heisman. It's quite a bit of them. Emmett played at the University of Florida. I'm about to say Emmitt Smith, but he played at the University of Florida. And Michael Irvin. They got quite a few of them. But I'll catch you guys later, man. Thanks for the conversation. I will see y'all later. All right, y'all.